Good morning. Hope you've had an awesome weekend so far. There we go. All ready, all lined up, all good to go. And happy Sunday morning to every one of you. We always take a few minutes to see who's online with us today, or give anyone who wants to join us the time to find us. Serene, good morning. Happy Sunday. And also to Charlene, a very good morning to you. And while we wait, I've lined up too many quotes this morning. So we'll see if we can get through them. And I'm going to try and get through them all because the message is really, really important. On Sunday mornings, we always do a more silent meditation. On Sunday mornings, I speak a little bit less and I leave you to more of your silence, which is a great thing to do. Linda, good morning. So good to see you. Right, so all of our quotes this morning lead us in the direction of silence. So let me get into them because there's a very important message to find. The first one says, "You have the answer. Just get quiet enough to hear it." You have the answer. Just become quiet enough to hear the answer. The next one says, "To be aware of your soul is to be aware of God." To get in touch with and be aware of your soul is to be connected to God. All speak about silence, all speak about turning inwards. When there is nowhere else to turn inward. Enter into the sacred silence of your soul and ask for healing, guidance, and personal peace. I love this so much. When there is nowhere else to turn, have you ever felt that there's just nowhere to turn? Has it occurred to you then that the only other option you have is to turn inwards? Enter into the sacred silence of your soul and ask for healing, guidance, and personal peace. I love it. Right, so this one's by Deepak Chopra. He says, "To make the right choices in life, you have to get in touch with your soul. To do this, you need to experience solitude, which most people are afraid of." And that's the key. This is where today's message fits in. To do this, you need to experience solitude, which most people are afraid of. Because in the silence, you hear the truth and know the solutions. In the silence, you hear the truth and know the solutions. Now, he's not wrong, but it's also only halfway true. Sinette, a very good morning to you. Because initially, this is what people are afraid of. Initially, when you turn inwards, initially, when you try and dip your toes in the water to do this inward journey and go inwards and see what you find there. Marcella, good morning. Initially, what you find may not be truth. Initially, what you find may be scary. Why? Because the first things you find when you try and look inwards and go inwards are the outer layers. What are the outer layers? The outer layers are all of your own adaptations to the fear you have experienced in your life. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Sunmuddy. Good morning, Gabrielle. Good morning, Pat. When we turn inwards first, the things we find scare us. From being born up until now, we've faced so many fears, and every fear we've faced has caused us to put on a layer of armor, put on a mask, or find some kind of an adaptation in order to survive. And we build layer upon layer upon layer of everything that's not us. And that's why people find it scary to turn inwards and find what's there. Because what you find is all the scary parts first. It's the outer layers, and it takes time. It takes time to peel back these outer layers or for them to soften. And the more you peel them back, the more they soften. Then what Deepak says is true. Because in the silence, you hear the truth. Slowly, slowly, you discover the truth of what you are. And then you see how all the other things were just fears and your reaction to fears. So one more by Muji. This is one of my all-time favorite quotes. When Muji says, "Satsang is the invitation to step into the fire of self-discovery." That sounds a bit rough, step into the fire. The invitation to step into the fire of self-discovery. This fire will not burn you, but it will burn everything you're not. It'll burn away everything you're not. And that's where you find, eventually, slowly, takes time, knowing exactly who and what you are. Mari and Vivian, good morning. We are ready to go. Today's journey is finding silence. You will, if you haven't experienced before, experience a lot less guidance from me. I'll talk you through the start of each of the phases, and I'll give you your own time of silence within every one of those phases. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes. And here we go, floating away on today's journey. Let's take a big breath in. And out. A deep breath in. And out. Big inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. Continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way down into your belly. And as you inhale, stretch your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And when you have a belly full of air, let it all go. Soften your spine, slump your shoulders, drop your head. Inhale all the way up. And when you exhale, come to a complete softness. Feel your body soften. This first phase is all full body breathing. And your job is not to try and control your thoughts. Your job is not to try and have an empty mind with no thoughts. Your job is to take a step back and realize you can watch your thoughts and just let them go. Become the observer and look on with a curiosity. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. You can use the last few breaths of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down. Roll out your neck muscles. Roll your shoulders forward and back. Move your spine. This first phase of full body breathing and becoming softer with every exhale helps us step into presence. It helps us put down whatever we might have been carrying. And in this space of beautiful presence, we're ready to dive inside, go inward, and go on today's journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for just a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's do the first few together. Take a big breath in. And hold. And as you release, pay attention to how long and slow your exhale can be. Take a big breath in. And hold. Feel how your shoulders are slowly falling. A big breath in. And hold. As you release, see if you can feel into your body. Can you feel where in your body you're becoming softer? And gently pay attention to the spaces inside your body that still need a bit of help softening. One more big breath in. Hold. And as you release, Feel yourself melting. Feel your body dissolving. See how you're able to find a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. Continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every inhale is an invitation for you to turn inwards and go on an inner journey into you. Follow the air as it flows in through your nose. Feel the air touch the sides of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up that balloon inside your belly, find yourself slipping all the way inside. Holding your breath inside of you is you holding you inside of you. But only hold your breath for as long as it feels easy, as long as it feels comfortable. And when you let go, make it the longest, slowest exhale. As you do this on your own, don't feel the need to push anything longer than it needs. Your breath hold needs to be easy, and you can take as many easy breaths in between your breath hold as you need. But follow the air inwards. Slip inside of you and let your thoughts go. Again, find the place from which you can watch your thoughts and see, are you able to not judge the thoughts? Are you able to not criticize whatever your mind thinks? Whatever it thinks about, are you able to not judge? And then ask yourself, if I can watch my thoughts without judging, then who's doing the watching? Who is able to look at my thoughts and not judge them? Maybe, just maybe, you are looking at you through the eyes of your soul. Enjoy the journey, and I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies slip out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a big breath in and hold. As you release, pay attention to how long and slow your exhale can be. Take a big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel how your body becomes softer, how you're melting, dissolving. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slipping all the way through. No more attention on your breathing. Just floating. Last few minutes floating in silence, I'd like you to consider the same question again. If you can watch your thoughts, not try and control them, but observe, where are your thoughts going? What is it that they are thinking? And if you can find yourself not judging, not criticizing, whatever your thoughts come up with, then who are you being? Who is this part of you that can take a step back and just watch? Or maybe the question is, what are you stepping back into? Maybe, just maybe, you're looking at you through the eyes of your soul. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you. And I invite you to say yours. Let's take a big breath in. Thank you for the wisdom we can discover in silence. Take a big breath in. Thank you for the healing that we can unlock in silence. Take a big breath in. Thank you for learning that as we turn inwards, if we find things that scare us, they are the outer layers. They are the things, the adaptations we've experienced in response to our fears. Take a big breath in. Thank you for learning that maybe everything that scares us is just something that is afraid and that wants our love. Big breath in. Thank you for learning to see me through the eyes of my soul. And one more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people, for spending a little bit of your Sunday in a circle with us. Thank you for stepping into this fire of self-discovery that Muji speaks of. Trusting that whatever you encounter that might be scary is not really you. It's just parts of you that might be scared. Thank you for learning that this fire cannot burn you, but it does help you burn away everything you're not. Thank you for all the beautiful hearts bursting in the corner of my screen. I always really feel them. Thank you, beautiful humans. Have an awesome day. I hope you have the most relaxed, the most connected Sunday. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.